We'll begin from the presidential villa tonight as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has signed the Electoral Act 2026 into law. The short ceremony was at the State House this Thursday evening. State House correspondent Musbao Danwahab reports.
After months of attention at the House of the People and lately the consideration of people's concerns, the leadership of the National Assembly are here with the final amendment of Electoral Act 2022. The presidential approval was needed to validate the applicability. The demand by concerned parties for clarity on the inclusion of electronic transmission of results from polling units to INEC result viewing portals, IREV, delayed the conclusion of the amendments. But in the end, President Tinubu expressed satisfaction that the will of the people prevails.
What is crucial is the fact that you manage the process to the extent there will be no confusion, no disenfranchisement of Nigerians, and that we are all going to see democracy flourish. It is time that we have confidence in our system. No matter how good a system is, it's managed by the people, promoted by the people, and the result is finalized by the people.
The president believes the final outcome of the amendment will enhance transparency and people's confidence in the nation's electoral process.
And we need to avoid glitches. I'm glad you did. Interference, unnecessary hacking in this age of, computer inquisitiveness. Nigeria will be there. We will flourish. We will continue to nurture this democracy for the fulfillment of our dream for prosperity and stability of our country.
President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, highlights key changes of electoral law.
We have never had electronic transmission of results in any of our laws. We never even recognized the IREV in the 2022 Act. All those things are now there. And at the end of the day, more powers are given to political parties, that they should decide who their candidates are. And above all, participatory democracy, more inclusiveness. Members of different political parties are now allowed to do direct primaries. That means you can choose the person you want. Delegate selection, of course, one person can write the list and then just submit. But this time around, the members who are in the political party will stand up and vote for their candidates and the candidates of their choices.
The number of days notice, which was earlier in the 2022 Act, 360 days, now we have seen the wisdom to reduce it to 300 days. And this will inadvertently translate to holding the presidential and National Assembly elections in January 2027. And that will technically avoid conducting election during month of Ramadan of 2027.
Godswill Akpabio says the National Assembly did due diligence to ensure that this outcome will enhance the credibility of elections in the country.
We took cognizance of the peculiarities of the country. We did not allow too much outside interference, and we're very patriotic in our submissions. And at the end, we believe strongly that what the president has just assented into Act of Parliament will make for a better election in the future, and will also lead to prosperity, and will also lead to transparency of the electoral process. At the end, Nigerians will benefit a lot from future elections. Every vote will now count.
The final amendment to the Electoral Act 2022 makes it the fourth amendment to the Nigerian electoral law and now a curtain raiser to the 2027 general elections.